Yo, what's up, you guys? It's your boy.
Would you stop talking when I hit play? Everywhere you look, everywhere you look. And to hold on to. Hey, bestie. My name is Ellie.
I'm Nicole.
And we're going to clean a disgusting room. It has a bed in it that takes up the entire room. It has a litter box in it, and I hear that it has a mouse problem. So my mommy had to order me gloves, and those will be here soon. But what we do have... What's your gun sound like? Yeah, he's in your bed, and I'm in your Twitch chat. He's dead, and nah. Let's clean this room. So this is the room. It belongs to a family member of mine, and the bed takes up like the entire room practically. You have a small walkway in between each side of the bed. Like basically if this was Sims, that would be one block. Space is also taken up by this big counter that's covering the left side wall of the room, and it wraps all the way around, which is why I had to stand on the bed to even start working, and then I'll precariously be on the counter that's next to it. So it is meant to be a small walkway even for a standard size bed, but this bed frame was made for a water bed, which is one of the reasons it's so big. And the person whose room this is a bigger person, so it is harder and harder to even fit in that. And now we have all this trash literally piled up to the bed. You can't get through it all. So Nicole and I quickly worked out a system where she's picking up the trash near the door and I'm picking up the trash on the walkway on the other side of the door. And that way she can take the trash bags out. There's actually a door to the outside, right outside of the bedroom, just a little down the hall. And there's a Milo's tea jug. There's a bunch of fast food trash here. You can see a lotion bottle that was cut open, I assume to get the very last of the lotion. And what's sad is there are important things underneath here, which will be more evident in the next space. Here you can see a lot of mouse evidence, a lot of ripped up stuff they had chewed up to make nesting. And I'm actually shaking off the clothes because they're still covered in nesting and mouse poop. There was a lot of little mouse poop everywhere. And when I'm picking up the trash, it's also creating a kind of avalanche effect where more trash is falling down into the space I just cleaned because it was piled up to the bed. Oh, that's not good.
What?
The amount of chewed up and rat poop right above your thing of yarn. I bet if there ain't a mouse in here, there been one. My POV of what you're watching right now. Me finding the switch underneath a pile of trash. And this is what I was saying about there being important things under trash. Oh! Things that it's not okay to be
What?
under a pile of trash. Let's see what Nicole's doing. And then we were finding a lot of trash bags, as you can see, already there because this person had tried to get their room together and like clean things up, but were just so overwhelmed by it all that they didn't even make it out of the room. And some of the trash bags were still open, and I ended up like, some of them were covered in stuff on the outside, so I'm throwing away bags inside of other trash bags. And then we have furniture put on top of the trash, and I'm not sure how that ended up happening, why the furniture came after the trash was already there.
Thank you. Oh, God. Hi. hate you.
All right. Right now, I am just sweeping up some of the bigger pieces of trash on the floor. We've picked up most of the trash on the floor, but there's a mess of litter by the door that I'll also have to sweep up. And then we can deal with the stuff that actually needs kept, which might be worse. There's cat poop everywhere because it's been a long time since the litter box was changed. And that's not good. I wish I had a mask. I already cleaned out the litter box. It actually wasn't that bad to clean out. That's because most of the poop is not in the litter box. So now to deal with that, you're on top of a table that doesn't move, that's built into the wall, and it looks like the cats used underneath it as their makeshift litter box. It's really bad. There's a plate under here that I know that they would want to keep. I think that that's a really bad call and a hazard, and I will be throwing it away quietly. I don't know if you can see in some of the other clips. If you can, I'll put it here. Like I said at the beginning, there's also a mouse problem. So there was a lot of mouse poop on stuff, which I think I prefer over the cat poop, if I'm being honest. I don't like cleaning people's houses when they're here, especially a house in this kind of situation, but it's my family, so I don't have a choice. They're fine. It's just, you know, things that should be thrown away, and they don't want thrown away. That's all for now, I guess. The other thing that's annoying about that is that your family makes you stop and run and do random errands when you came over for one mission. Okay, 1,000 years and a stupid errand later.
I remember when this video was supposed to be like an anonymous person's room.
Yeah, but you started talking on camera.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Figure out what this bag is supposed to be.
Okay. I can do that.
Are these? Oh, okay, no. Kind of?
Some of it's important, some of it's not.
Yeah, I was like, are these medical records?
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit as a treat.
Just a bit. Alright, the bottom of this box is gross. This is trash.
I don't know what it is.
Me neither. Books. That's the year I was
I
born.
do have a lot of books. Should I organize my little drawer a little bit?
I don't know why I thought I could safely reach in that. It was full of spider webs. I don't know. A mini 2025 calendar? It is 2026. Oh, stink bug. Dead stink bug. More Harry Potter stuff. This time it's origami. I'm still putting it with the yarn. I have found the broken glass. I gotta figure out how to get the fuck out of here.
I believe in you.
Oh, I should stop the recording first, I guess. Little pee break.
Like, just like 3 minutes of silence.
Little pee break, be right back. I found the mice, and this shelf fell over. And then when I tried to set the shelf back up, a mice crawled out of it, and I screamed and it fell over again. Yeah, so finding the mice, and I saw 3 of them right there in between the bed and the shelf, put a damper in things, and meant we had to halt progress for a little while. I think it was about a week where the cats caught all 3 of the mice that we saw, but we laid out a trap and left it there for a week just to be safe. And so then this family member came and stayed with me for that week. So all of our work got halted by the mice scandal. The cats have actually gotten a couple of them, so we're not sure that there are any left because they'd already laid out traps and they thought they'd gotten them all before. And then the night that we stopped because we found mice, the cats came to the owner of the house with 3 mice. So that was all that we had seen. It would seem that they've maybe all been gotten but we're not certain. So I just laid out a couple more traps. We'll see if those catch anything in the next couple days, and if they don't, we'll come back and we'll finally finish cleaning this room. There's the helpful guy now. Okay, bye. But I don't know about getting everything organized because I don't have her here anymore to help me figure out where to put everything. So right now the goal of the room is just to make it livable, and she'll have to put her stuff away by herself later. So I kind of speed run, you get it, the last part of the video because I was pretty tired of cleaning this room. You can imagine. You could see at the end of the clips of the day I worked all day on it that I was losing steam. And then I came back with an optimistic attitude that it would be almost done, but it wasn't. I had to take apart the whole bed, which revealed all the trash. And to even take apart the whole bed, I had to first move enough stuff out of the way and off of the bed to do that. So the first thing I did was take the mattress out. And then as you can see, that part was covered in trash that had fallen into the bed frame because it's a big wooden bed frame made for a waterbed. After I got that all cleaned out, I had to dismantle it. It was 3 big wooden pieces, and only one of those big wooden pieces was connected to the outer wooden walls of the bed frame. Taking out those wooden boards were a lot easier than putting them back, because there were no screws involved in dismantling and remantling this bed frame. It was all perfectly cut wooden pieces slotting into each other to hold it up, which was handy since I didn't have any tools, but was a giant pain in the neck. But I got it all taken apart, and I had that shelf moved out, and then as you can see, there's just some trash left on the ground, and on that counter is all the stuff that was on the bed, so even though I had just cleaned off that counter, it was now covered in things again. This room is tiny as well, so to be able to properly clean with the bed dismantled, I had to put some of the pieces in the hallway. Then I was able to move out that side table and properly clean the floor, but they have a shop vac that you have to get on your hands and knees to use, which is kind of insane because it's 2 disabled people who are not able to get on their hands and knees, so I don't know why that's the only vacuum they use. But because that is the only vacuum that they have, I wasn't able to properly vacuum the floor, and it became, we thought this would be like a day or 2 project, and then we had to wait on those mice and wait a week, so we just wanted to get this done. I did tell the family member that if they can keep their room clean for a month, I will be back with a vacuum and a carpet shampooer, and I will properly deep clean the room, and I'll dismantle the bed again and everything. But anyway, so I got the floor cleaned up, as you can see, the best that I could, and I put the bed back together. I put the mattress on it, and I cleaned off the mattress as to the best of my ability. And then I had already thrown the sheets and the comforter in the washer and dryer while I was cleaning this room so that they would be clean to put back on the bed. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I hope you did. Thanks for hanging out with me while I clean my family member's bedroom. Let's both hope that she can keep it clean, and if she can, then I will return with a part 2 of me vacuuming and carpet cleaning, and maybe I'll actually show me dismantling the bed. I just can't post that because there's a lot of curse words involved, let me tell you what. Anyway, like and subscribe. It's an old friend group, but it's your new friend group. And thank you for watching. Here are the before and afters.